Hi, everyone. I'm Sofia Pereira, Public Health Director for the Humboldt County Department of Health and Human Services. Just wanted to take a moment today to give you an update on the state of the pandemic here in Humboldt County. As you may have heard, this week the governor announced the state of California's new Smarter Plan. And this is really based off of 2 years of lessons learned and 2 years of bringing together tools that we are able to use to be able to flexibly respond to this pandemic. So as you have seen this week, the masking order statewide was lifted, and locally we rescinded our local order to align with the state. Now, I want to be really clear. We are still strongly recommending even vaccinated folks to maintain their masking and to mask in public indoor spaces. This is because we still continue to see cases be high, but as we are moving through this pandemic with the tools that we now have, things like therapeutics, monoclonal antibody treatments, home testing, these are all tools that are going to help us move through this pandemic. And so it really is taking on more of that individual responsibility. And masking is a part of that individual responsibility that I hope people will continue to use in public indoor spaces. Part of our responsibility as individuals in this pandemic is also to consider who needs protection in our community. We have people who are immunocompromised that have been hunkering down, masking, vaccinated, but are still at risk even in this pandemic 2 years in. And so that is one consideration to continue masking in a public indoor space. We don't know when we go into a grocery store what someone's health status is going to be. And so masking is one way that we can protect those around us and those in our family as well. The other consideration is we still have children under 5 years old who aren't eligible to get vaccinated. I know that there was many of us in this community that were watching very closely the news on when that eligibility for vaccine for under 5 was going to open up. And so there are some delays there, and that was a setback, but we obviously want to follow the science. And so we'll just wait until there's new information around that. But that means that we have children under 5 in this community who aren't eligible to get vaccinated, who don't have that layer of protection. So masking is a really important part of protecting those of us that have children in our lives that can't get that protection. And also it's important to consider that children under 2, like my child, aren't able to mask. And so that is why I wear a mask when I'm in a public indoor setting, is because I want to protect my child who cannot protect himself. And also having immunocompromised family members wanting to make sure they're protected as well. So keep that in mind as you're making your decisions with your individual responsibility of navigating through this pandemic and how we're going to get through it together. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a safe day.